All right, welcome to the Racing Nut Show. I'm here with the two Harley drivers, Ed Craywick, Andrew Hines. You guys kicked you-know-what last year and took the Arena boys to school last season. How'd you guys manage to get that done? First, you, champion of 2012. How'd you get that done?
A lot of luck. No, we were on our game last year. As a team, the whole Vance and Hines, Harley Davidson, Screaming Eagle team. We were as one, and
Right.
As riders, Andrew and I both made very little mistakes. And when you do that, and everybody's working together, and it just clicks, and you get a rhythm, and you're moving, and you don't really think about anything else but winning. And that was our determination. Was the long-term goal, just keep winning. And I'd say just everything fell into place. I honestly don't ever feel that year will ever be duplicated in a pro stock motorcycle.
What do you mean? You got this year to go through.
Yeah, I'd love to say that, that it would, but man, I just think it was just like the perfect storm, and we were that storm. We just came into the class, and man, we kicked butt.
Andrew, what do you think? You guys share notes, or what? How'd you guys get that done? As a team, you guys took care of business first and second. How did you guys get that done?
Well, it was just a matter of making sure all our equipment was 100%. And we had issues with my bike throughout the year where it wasn't quite performing as good, so I'd steal parts off his. And
there you go. Now the truth comes out, right?
but it went back and forth. When his bike was struggling, we'd take parts off mine, or spare parts out of the trailer, and everything was pretty good. And we just weeded out parts here and there, and got rid of all the bad stuff, and bought all new parts, and everything worked out. And it was just a matter of making sure that your equipment's 100%. We didn't have any engine failures. We had maybe one electronics failure, and other than that, it was just a deal where you had to rewire a motorcycle here and there, and maybe find a broken wire, and just tiny little things that maybe cost us a couple rounds. But for the most part, our stuff was phenomenal.
Well, I'll tell you, you guys don't run every race of the season. Is there a reason for that?
I think it stems all the way back to in the beginning. They were NHRA was limited on parking or space or just cold for some events. The beginning, the beginning of the season. But the motorcycle teams obviously they're a lot smaller, a lot less budgets for most racers out here, and I think they looked at, well, what can the class hold in general, or for the amount. That was a good run.
Yeah, it was.
For the amount of racers that are showing up, and right now we're stuck at about 15, 16 races a year. We've gone as many as 17, but when the economy started getting bad, we came back. So I think it's really just a mix of 3 or 4 things, but ultimately it comes down to the budget. A lot of racers out here in the pro stock motorcycle category do have a day job or where they work, and this is more of their secondary hobby or fun.
Wow, I didn't know that. For NHRA, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's a diversity of racers. Everywhere we go, I would say you have a solid 12 to 14 hardcore racers that follow every single race. And then you sort of pick up some, like a straggler here and there that may live in that area. And the end result, that's what helps fill the ladder. It's like that in every single category. I would say, honestly, out of all of them, when the pro stock car and the funny car and the dragster categories were struggling, the bike class was well and healthy. And I think a lot of that is, the dedication of the bike racers.
Now, a lot of guys call these import bikes crotch rockets. Is this not the ultimate crotch rocket?
This is a pretty good crotch rocket. We go 0 to 60 in 1 second and 0 to 100 in 2 seconds.
Oh my God.
We crossed the 8th mile at 660 feet at 164 miles an hour in 4.2 seconds. It's
Unbelievable.
it's quite the ride. There's really nothing you can describe that the average person can go through what we go through.
Right.
It's just something that's totally insane. But
If you sit on a bucket, I'll hit you with a phone book, and that's what it feels like leaving the starting line.
Wow.
Right in the chest.
That's why you're in such good shape, huh?
Well, we try to be. We try to be.
Now, I believe one time I was on a police motorcycle. It was a Kawasaki 1000.
Was it a chase or was it?
No. It was a friend of mine who was a cop. He let me take it down the block, and he had a really long block way out in the woods, right? Second gear, I hit 80 miles an hour. That's not even getting close to what you guys do, huh?
we're going 85 miles an hour at the top of first gear.
Unbelievable speed, huh?
Yeah, it sure is. That's the excitement getting on these things. Like Andrew said, 3 G-forces at the starting line, and then you see about 2 G-forces when you shut it off, negative.
Unbelievable.
So it's definitely a thrill. It's definitely fun. It makes it exciting, and for us, we're the two lucky guys that get to sit on the Harleys and do it.
There you go, 1 and 2. Okay, guys, now for the real question. Racing Nuts Motorsports is trying to put this TV show together for the NHRA to go to every event, even the 16 that you guys race in, okay? We want to be there for you guys and bring you guys on TV. What do you guys think about that? First the champion, and then you're going to be second place again.
Were you at the bar drinking when you figured that out?
Just took me a second.
No. No, but I think it's awesome. Any type of exposure or media for the motorsports in general. It's not as big as I think it really should be recognized as.
True.
We're out here. There's a lot of racers that have this as their daily job, and they're out here. There's a lot of real stories that follow as you go out through the season. We're not just here racing. I mean, there's hundreds of trucks and trailers in the pits with thousands of people that are manning all these things, and I think the individual stories of everything, how fans come, all they see is us going up and down the track.
Right.
Nobody really thinks about, in general, how your equipment gets there, the time that it takes setting it up, prepping it, getting it ready, everything. I mean, that's something that that we need covered, and we got to make our fans aware of it.
Well, how do you top that?
Well, Eddie's a little long-winded. What was the question again?
Andrew, the question was, do you think that having a TV show to cover what you guys do behind the scenes and, at the track, actually just like other motorsports series do, where they come to the track and they showcase your ride, you bring it out front, you sit down at the booth with me, we talk about what you did at the last race and what you're going to do at this race. You think that's something we need here in the NHRA?
Absolutely. Anything to spotlight drag racing in general, but like Eddie said, all motorsports. I'm a guy that watches ESPN and watches Sports Center all day long, and I get tired of watching basketball and soccer highlights. Let's get some top 10 stuff of some motorcycles going down the track, going 200 miles an hour, or a dragster going 330 miles an hour. Something to highlight our quarter-mile drag racing. That's what you guys are doing, and we appreciate it. And if we can get this going where we're doing this day in, day out, every weekend at a race, that'd be huge for the drag racing.
Well, that is so good, guys. Thank you for your approval, both of you guys. Now, we're fixing to go to a bar in a little while, all right? We need to take a couple of them posters with your autographs on to give to the fans. It's a VFW bar, by the way. Veterans of Foreign War.
It's
legit.
It's cheap beer.
No, it's actually free for us.
Oh, sweet.
especially if we bring the autograph posters. Come on now.
No, but it is. It's about having good times too, and that's part of the fun about being out here. You know?
We plan on getting some of them. What is that called? Go cameras. Yeah, and put those in your car or your motorhome as you're on your way, as you come into the track, maybe on the front of your bike as you're going down the track, something like that, and give these guys another view of what's actually going on with you guys, because it is a lot more than just going down the track. The camaraderie between drivers and the fist fights in the pits. No, I'm teasing. There's nothing like that going on.
It's happened.
Okay, well, that's racing.
It happens here a couple times a year.
Between you two?
Oh, maybe, yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I like that. Okay, that's what makes you better friends, to tell you the truth.
The one thing about the bike category I can honestly say is a lot more people have personalities to where they all conflict with one another.
And they want to win.
Everybody wants to win. Why would you even come here if you didn't want to win? There's not one day we leave our shop and we say, well, we might not win. No, we're going to win. And that's the attitude. That's the way you need to have it. And when you have a handful of people clashing with that attitude, you're bound to have some words.
Any comments to that? Nah, everybody gets along just fine around here. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. And congratulations on your championship. Congratulations on all the wallies you put on the wall. Thanks for being on Racing Us TV with us, guys.